ఆల్రెడీ ఇంకా జాయిన్ అవ్వలేదా? 2 minutes వెయిట్ చేద్దాం. Okay, let's see. We will check it out this one later. This payment method. So phone pay or cash payment. So just like that, we'll check it out later because we need to import that ABC abstract method. So this is the simple thing. Just observe over here that. So what I want here that I want to take the one parent class. That one parent class which is related to the major one. So this is data analytics. So I'm defining that. So this is related to training. So self by default it is going to take. And my return type training on the data analytics that I want to give. The same class, one more class that I want to give, that is the subclass. That subclass is the which related to SQL. So SQL is coming from the parent class, that is the data analytics on the top. So this is also training. So we define the training. So here we are giving the output as a training on SQL. So let's see the next one. Next class, that is that the only Python. So this is also parent class from your data analytics. So this is also related to training, and I am going to give that training on Python. So what I did here that I have taken the 3 classes. One is the parent class, 2 are the subclasses. Subclasses, one I have taken for the SQL, another one I have taken the Python. My return type is the same thing. I am giving that. Then what I did, I am creating the one variable for all this. So for the data analytics, for SQL, for Python, I'm creating the one variable just like the training method. So training 1, training 2, training 3, just like that I'm giving that one. So now I want to print. So training 1 will give you data analytics. The training 2 will give you, so whatever it is that SQL and Python. So just like that, we'll try to do it. So first class, what we want, let me give data analytics. So I want to define it. This is related to training. I want to give self. So what I want to give here that my return type would be, so data analytics training. Okay, this is what I want to see. My second class, subclass, what I want. My class, let me take Python. So Python is parent is only data analytics. So here also you are going to define that this is also related to training self. My return type would be, I want to give Python training. Fine. The next class I want to create the one more class. So now my class is something SQL I'm giving. So this is data analytics parent class. So what I want define, this is also training related stuff. My return type would be, so training on your SQL. Fine. Now I'm going to create the one variable. That variable is training 1, something training 2, training 3. So I'm assigning this. My first training T1 means, so DA, the main parent. And the second one is, that is the Python. So I'm going to assign it. My last one, that is the SQL. So this is the file. Now I want to print. So what I want to print off my training 1 related to which one. So train, let me execute till here, then we can execute Python and SQL. So I want to see my first output, that is the data analytics training. Just observe here. This is how you get successful. Now you go, no errors. So T2 dot train you can take the last one, you can print over here that t3 dot try. So this is related to training. So that's why we are printing the related to training what I want to see. So now go and execute, you can see all three. So this is how you can see output. Whatever the output you given here. The same manner observe here the next real-time scenario. So what my next is real-time scenario. I want to see the some transaction, whether it is the deposit with the trial. So two things will happen for the every bank transaction. So one is the deposit or we are going for the withdrawal. So I want to go visit the first bank for the transaction. This is the parent class. So I'm defining it. I'm going to do some process, which means that, so either I'm going to deposit, otherwise I'm going to withdraw the money. Those two things only happen. The person is entering here in the bank, that is fine. So once you proceeding for the any process, two things will happen. Either you are going to deposit. One class I'm going to create for the deposit. So main, parent class only, and defining only the process, and he is going to deposit something. So it is going to successful deposit. So otherwise something going to happen other way. So he is going to further withdrawal money. The same thing I'm going to create that one define the process. That process is going to withdrawal is successful. So this is two things, withdrawal one class, deposit one class, the person is going to enter, that is the main class, just like a parent class. So now what I want, the same thing only, I'm going to, create that one variable that is related to transactions. Otherwise you can give customer. So customer is going to deposit or withdraw. Two things is going to happen. So now what I want, I'm going to use the for loop. The for loop what I'm using for loop T in the transaction. In the transaction, two items that are there. I want to print the two items. So just observe here. The same manner only, but story is the different only. Transactions we are going. Let me define it. So we are going to do some process in the bank. So self let it be. So let me pass it. So one person enter. So now you have to go for the transactions. So class, I want to deposit something. So deposit, who is going to deposit transaction? So here I'm going to define again. This is also some kind of the process. So self only we are going to do that self. So my return type would be, so I want to return as, let me write your deposit money is successfully deposited. Let me write. Fine. So this is, I want to see my, if the customer is not going for the deposit, is going for the withdrawal. Withdrawal money. So for example, this is also coming from the parent class. So now let me define here that something process that self. Let me give here that return. So this return type is, so you have taken money, something like this. So now I'm going to create the one variable. The person is going there. So let me give that customer. So customer, two things happen only. So either is going to deposit or is going to withdraw. So two things only happen. Now let me go and print it. My print of, just to give customer dot process. So this is given the list. What is happening? Let me give only customer. Let's check it now. So this is wrong, something happened. Also this is the same. Okay, let me execute it now. Let's see. The list goes to the process print. It's going for the transaction. Transaction is the same as. Then you go for successful deposit or withdrawal. I'm taking the variable print. Let me check it out now. So this is only in the list. Let me check it by using the list only. Customer dot process I want to print. Let it be only customer. Let's check it now. The same thing is going to happen. Let's check my source code once. For loop I haven't used now. So far my transaction from your customer side. Fine. So now go on print it. So customer dot, let me give your process. Still throwing error. I haven't given T dot. Now finally T dot, right? So this is how. Let me check it out. Still error unaccepted and entered for loop statement line 14. From this customer only my transaction. Let me recheck it once again. And then where is missing? Transaction, we just hit the, we return the past type only directly. Okay, nothing because something happened a little bit. Define pass. Let me remove the space over here. No, perfect. Now your money is successfully deposited and you have taken money. The two things only happen in the real time. So of your bank transactions. Fine. Perfect. Let's see the next one. My next one, I want to go for the reservation, bus reservation or train reservation. I want to take the two things. So bus or train. So you can take any object. So from this, bus or train, I'm going to, find out that the price of this one. So there will be the two kinds of the, the reservation seats. One is the sleeper, one is the seat. So for the sleeper price is the, something 2000, and your seats price something, 1000 you can give. So fine. So now what I want to give here, that instead of going to directly create that one, so we have to create that something here, the reservation. So that reservation, I'm going to create that one more class. So that reservation. So here I'm defining that init method. So self, I'm going to give that bus or train where it is there from the main class I'm going to take. So then I want to give that, self dot, bus or train. I want to give that equal to bus or train. And now I want to go assign that the price of it. So how to assign the price of it? So I'm going to take the one more define, that is the total cost. So this is which related to only the self. So till here, let me do it. So this is one of the important project. So till here, do it first. So no confusions, because sometimes coding throw errors. So main class you take bus, then do reservation, sleeper or seat. So you can decide, define that. So class bus or train, you can take anything. So let me define here that I want to define the price of it. Let it be. So I want to pass. So now I want to create the two classes. One is for the sleeper class. So this is coming from the bus or train on the main class. Next to define the price. So that price is the self. I want to give my return type. The price value for the sleeper is something you can give 2000. Okay, fine. So one more class let me create over here. So this is for the seat only allocation. So from your bus or train. Fine. Now define your price, that is price of yourself. The price cost would be something 1000 for the seat. Okay, fine. Now we have to define the reservation type. So just understand here from here. This much, that's fine. Now observe here that so I just wanted to take that class reservation. So reservation I'm using the init method here. So in the init method keyword, so I'm taking that self and from the main class. So this is I'm going to define that bus or train, whatever it is there. So from this bus train main class. So I want to define one more define. So that is related to price only. So what I want to define here that I'm giving the total price, total cost that is there. So my return type would be whatever the must, my bus or train. So I want to assign the cost price. So price is coming from where? So from here, wherever you are going to assign here. Fine. Now you are going to create the two variable. One is the reservation one. First class reservation. Let me give it the reservation. You can give sleeper. So from this class variable, so you are assigning the sleeper, whatever it is there. So second type that is there, you assign for the seat. Now you are going to give that total cost. So sleeper cost would be, so whatever the variable that is there related to sleeper class dot total cost of the price. So you can take this one. So second one seat cost. So that is there R2. So which is variable coming from here, the total price this one. So this is only two things you just remember. You have to create the two separate defines for the reservation. One is for the train or bus, whatever it is there. The second one is the price of that one, return type. Just observe. Let me check it out. My class reservation something let it be. So let it be my class reservation. Let me write define what I define here that let me use unit underscore unit double underscore. Now in the self you can define this is coming from the bus or train from the top main class. Now what I want to use self dot your bus or train equal to, let me give this is just bus or train. Okay, fine. Now I want to define one more. So total cost, let me give total cost. So otherwise total price. Let me take self here. So here what I want, let me give that self dot from this bus or train dot you can provide here that price of it. Fine. Now let me create that one variable. My reservation first is required. So from the reservation dot my total price. Let me give sleeper total price over here. That this is sleeper class. First one smallest. Okay, fine. My reservation 2 will be capital or reservation dot seat this is small. Okay. Now let me try to print it. Print of sleeper class reservation price is. Let me give something over here that what I want to give. My R1 dot. So total price, whatever I have taken there. Total underscore price. Let me execute here till here. Let me check it out whether any errors or not. So reservation dot sleeper. Something missing. Something missing. Instead of dot, we can use this. Let me use this one. Now let me check it out. Okay, this is working, but payment is not coming. It is throwing none. So I assign here the price. Return type I forgot. Return type I forgot it. Now go and execute. It's perfect. It is coming. Now I can write for this sheet also. So sheet class reservation price is to dot. You can take the second value that total price. Okay, now perfect. So you can give any number of classes that you can create. So this is one of the example of the project so that you can understand. So this is how you can do it. Simple thing. So while you're doing, just make sure that code something missing. So you just go it. The next one observe. So this is which is missing. It is the PhonePe transaction or UPI payment. So you can use such project in your the outside also for the freelance works. So here that I'm going to import that something ABC abstract method. So from ABC import ABC abstract method, what I'm doing here that I'm going to give that payment method first. That payment method I'm defining self and amount I'm going to pay. So this is I'm going to define over here that. So abstract method we are going to use it. So what it is going to give here that. So payment in the abstract method you are directly going to import that whatever that is there the abstract method import. From ABC import ABC only. So that is thing, comma abstract method. So two things that is there. My payment method will be the from the abstract method that is coming up. The two things ABC and abstract method. So you are going to define that yourself. You are going to pay amount of. Now two things will happen. Either you are going to pay the cash amount, cash payment. So I'm taking the cash from my parent. So I'm paying the some bill. So that is also the amount, not only the self thing. So that amount I'm going to return type I'm going to use here. And next one return type. So UPI payment, any QR code. So I'm going to pay over here that. The second one also same things. I'm going to pay. So this particular amount. So this is the amount that is there. So return type is going to give. So two variables I'm creating. One is the my payment. One is related to cash payment. Two related to UPI payment. So next my variable I'm going to print. So based on my variable cash. So whatever the pay that I want to use that define, I'm going to define that. So that pay I'm going to use. Cash payment I'm giving the 50 rupees, and phone pay payment something I'm giving that this much of the something amount. Let me observe here that step by step. If anything missing, we will try to check it the code. So what I do this project. So let me take from ABC import that abc comma abstract you can input. So fine. Now let me create the my gas payment method. Payment of from where you are going to take it from the abstract method. So let me give here the abstract method also. Now usually you can define. So I'm going to pay. So self type and you are going to pay the some amount. So you can give some amount. Now my return type nothing is there. Just a customer only entered in the procedure. Now my next class here I need to give. So here that I'm going to give that cash payment. So from this payment main class. So I'm defining here my payment would be self comma some amount I'm going to pay over here that. So now I want to give how much I paid. My return type would be, let me use a function over here that. So I am paying something amount I'm giving here that amount, whatever amount I'm paying in rupees. Let me give like this. Okay, fine. The next class, let me create here. Second class, I'm paying by using the UPI payment. So let me give UPI. Any QR code, something like this. So my payment. So here also I'm going to define how I'm going to pay self fund. Some amount I'm paying over here as well. So my return type would be, so let me take function. So I am paying particular amount. So that amount by using phone pay. Fine. Now let me create that two variables. So my payment one, let me give pay one. So my payment method is the cash payment. So let me take cash payment. So my payment two method is I'm going to pay UPI payment. So fine. Let me print over here that something. So my pay one dot. So how much I'm going to pay, that amount it is going to return. So only pay, or let me give amount, it is throwing error. So let me give amount. No, let me check it till here. What error? Let me check it out. So argument amount one is the missing at the cash.pay. Only output only something missing. Let me check it out the code. Amount I didn't mention, that is the thing. So for example, 1000 rupees cash, perfect. Go and execute it, you will get it. So this is cash payment, only print I have given. So next print UPI payment you can give. So my pay to in the mode of UPI transaction. So don't give all this payment of. Let me give here that something 5,000 or 50,000. Go execute it. So this is how you get it, your payment method. Fine. Now task or pending over here that. Let's see the next one. So next concept that is there, the numerical Python. So this is NumPy. We used to call it as shortcut. So what you used to do for the NumPy? So we have to import that NumPy. So we have to install in your PyCharm NumPy first. Then only it is going to work out. So let me install how to install that NumPy in your machine. So usually if you don't have NumPy in your machine, what it is going to throw? So it is going to throw error. So let me show you here. It is installed. I will show you how to do it. import NumPy as NB. So it is not throwing any error because of the it is installed. So why it is uninstalled again? Let me show you how to do it. Simple thing only. Go here. So here go to the setting. So in the file, go to the setting. So here there is the Python interpreter. Click on it. So you'll get the project like this. Just expand it. So here the Python interpreter. Click on it. Just click on the plus symbol. So here what you do, just search that NumPy. So search NumPy module. So this is the NumPy. Once you click on it, it is going to give that this is the thing. So just click on the install package. Simple thing. So it automatically going to install it. So you just have to wait for few seconds. Only then it going to install it. This is the one thing you just have to do before we are going to understand the NumPy concept in the practical way. Fine. So it's already been installed. So that's why I'm not doing it. So it is there. You just observe. So you will also get the list like this. Don't worry, whatever that you want to install. The method I will show you for one more time. Observe. So go here the dots, main menu, click on it. So here the file, the first one, go to the settings. So here the Python interpreter. So go here the click on the plus symbol, install. Then here you just type it. It is processing, wait. Now here type NumPy module. So this NumPy will come, select it, then go to click on install. So after few seconds, it is going to install, complete, then you close it, then click on OK from here. Then your NumPy is going to install successfully. That is only one thing you have to do. If you face any issues, let me know. So I will figure it out. Now let's see what we can do by using the NumPy. So I just wanted to print the array, some list numbers. So what I want to do, first thing you have to import the some NumPy, otherwise you can't able to do it. So one variable I'm taking, that variable NumPy, I'm taking the alias name NP. So array. So what array that I want to take, I'm taking the some series of the numbers, some arrays. So I'm going to print over here that. Let me check instead of we just going to create that variable and then try to print out it whether we can able to do it or not. Let me check it. So what I want here that let me give some array numbers, or you can give number variable. So now I'm going to create that some array. So it automatically come array only, import array. Something number I'm going to give. Okay, fine. So this is the thing. Now I'm going to print something. So already we imported the array, so that's why. Just give now. What you do? So you are going to get the output. Observe here. Are you getting nothing? So what I want to do, I just wanted to, instead of the array, I want to use the NumPy from NumPy as NP. I'm taking the alias name. So here what I'm doing, I'm just using the alias name dot only. So this is how, just observe. Import NumPy. Okay, now perfect. So now observe. So now I have used that import alias name only NP over here. The array, whatever it is there earlier, I'm going to print by using this variable name num. Click on it and just observe your array will come over here. Simple. The same thing only the scenario. So something slight different scenario. Observe here that. So what I want here that. So I want to create the two list. So this is first list we have created. The second list also I want to create something. The same thing I want to print. So within that tuple, I just wanted to give that to. So here what I do, simply just give comma. Then you can give something numbers. I'm taking something 300, something like this. You can take any number. So go on, this one, wait. Let me convert this into one list. This is converted into another list. Let me check it out now. No errors. So this is list might not be giving the proper way. Object and D type it is taking. Let me check it out. What is the power basis or what is missing here? So let me give in this way. No error. Let me check it out. Setting the array sequence request to so only braces only, something missing over here. That so perfect. Then what happened to it? So let me the same size, only three numbers. Let me give only three numbers here, three numbers here. Two arrays. Let me check it out now. So it will come only the same items that are only required to take. So that is I forgot to tell you. So fine. So this is the thing you just understand. So let me name here the same number of item list in both list values. Okay, something that is only missing. I haven't checked it. Now I have checked. So fine. So let's check the next one. The next scenario is the same thing only. I just wanted to go for the sum up. So I'm taking the same thing numbers. So I want to go total or minimum value or maximum value that I want to find out by using that single array. So observe here that so one dimensional array we used to call it single array instead of that one. You can use it. So for example, I'm taking only single array. One dimensional. Let me check it out. Okay, perfect. Output coming. Let me check. So what you do, you just enter here that dot sum of your values. Whatever the value that are there, it is going to add all of them. So it will give you sum. So total of this one 600. So if you want minimum value, just give here that minimum. So go and execute it. You can see that minimum value out of that is 100, and the maximum value you can go for it. Simple thing. So go and run it. So you'll get that maximum value out of that particular values. Just observe the next one. So I want to go for the square root. This is also the simple thing. So you just have to use that square root only. But the thing is that what you need to use, you have to take that whatever the you import item. So alias name, then you can use sqrt. So from this variable, you can go for the square root of all these values. The same thing what you do. So here output only is going to change. So sqrt of that your number, you can take variable that is there, whatever the variable that is there. You want to execute it, so you will get the square root of this value, each value. So three numbers square root, that is the value separated. So let's see the next one. Standard deviation, something like that. The same thing only, you just use the std, so nothing is there. The same here, the square root, instead of that you just use std, it is going to give you standard deviation. So this is the standard deviation of out of these three values. So very small thing, basic one. So don't worry, these are all no one will going to ask you in the interviews or in your real time. So add multiplication, subtraction, just observe here that. So I am taking the two variables a and b. From the two variables, I have taken the two separate list. So this is the one list, second list. I want to go for the operation with the multiplication, addition, subtraction, division. So let me create here the one more list, my number one something. Just np dot my second array would be, I want to take 1 2 3 4. So only 3 items that are there, you can take it. Now what I want to print over here that, so let me give ab. So instead of num variable name, this is too bad. Fine. Now see, I can give a plus b, simple thing. Go and execute it. It is going to give you a plus b. So both are all if you go add. So if you go for the multiplication, division, you can do anything, you will get it the answer. So this is the multiplication. In the division subtraction, you can play it out. So nothing bigger. So fine, let's see the next one. So some real-time, scenarios, we will check it out. So what we do in the real-time projects. So I want to go for the marks, some marks list. So I want to go for here that, so average marks, we have to use that keyword, that is the mean of your total marks. So maximum marks, you want to get it out from this list, you can use the max and the minimum. So all the three things I'm going to use in the real time some scenario. Just observe, only one array I have taken, so just observe. So something, you can take the values something like this. Okay, fine. Let me comment over here. So that is not required. Now let's observe what I want our output is. So average value something, what you do here that, so your a dot, let me give np dot, let me give that mean keyword, and then you can give that variable name inside it. So here comma is missing. Now observe, no errors, execute it. So this is the average of these values. The same thing go on print for the maximum value, minimum value. Maximum value is something, you can give np dot your max keyword only, you just use it. The next one, print of your minimum value is np dot minimum value. Okay, fine. You can find it out. Go click on OK. So you will get all the values out of it. So maximum, minimum value, and average value. Let's check the next real-time scenarios of this one. So I just wanted to find out the total quantity and the price. So total amount, revenue, I just wanted to calculate. So what I want here, that I want to take the quantity. So one array variable. So another array list, I want to price list. So how to calculate the total revenue? Simple thing, revenue of whatever the your the NumPy, you just take it. So you are going to sum up only. So all the time. So from your quantity multiply with the price is going to give you total revenue. So now you just go and print that whatever the revenue variable that you take. So two variable that you require. So let me write from the scratch. So something, the quantity, how many items that are sold. So np dot array of my list I want to take. So 5 quantities, 10 quantities, 15 quantities, 20 quantities. I'm giving the 4 items. So price of that one, what I want to take. So np dot your array, I want to give first quantity is the 100 rupees, second quantity is the 200 rupees, third quantity price is 300, and fourth is the 400, something like this. Now go and create the total revenue that you want to find out. So how to calculate the find out? So np dot, so whatever that total price that you want to take, so from this quantity multiply with this one. Let me give here that what should I give? So let me check it out like this from your array. Let me give something like this total, so it will throw in error. Let me check it that. So any error comes, we will recheck it. Okay, print what I want here that total turnover. I'm going to give that revenue. So let me execute it what it is going to give you. Module function, you can get that total. Total. So what I had taken here that sum, I forgot here that. Okay, fine. Now it's total revenue only. I just use that sum. Fine. So let's check the next real-time scenario. So next one, something is, I just wanted to, list inside the list. I want to create it. So I'm taking the, some list. So that list, one value is there, the second list and the third list I'm giving. So whatever the list that is there, I want to print exactly in one by one. So just, observe here that nothing is bigger here. Only three lists I want to take. The list value is something you can give. Let np dot array. You can give something list 2, 2, 3 something. So list inside the list, remember. So you can give one more. So let me give here that one more list that I want. Something 3, 4, 5. So one more list I want that 6, 7, 8, something like this. And then directly go on print it. So list values. So here I haven't closed the list. Okay, fine. Now go and execute. So this is how you get one by one. So nothing bigger, very small thing. So how it comes, very basic one in the middle. Okay, let's check something interest rate. So how to calculate the interest rate? So I'm taking the sum amount 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 like this. I'm defining that the cost of the interest. For example, rate of the interest that is the 0.08 or 10%, something like this. Your tenure is the 5 years, something like this, or 2 years. So how to calculate that one? The simple thing, your interest rate, one variable I'm taking, whatever the principal amount that you are taking over here, that principal amount, multiply rate, multiply your, time. The simple thing, let me take here that same thing. Your principal amount. So let me take total amount, let me take instead of principal amount. np dot your array, get the array what I want. We are going to take only the values. Something 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, something like this. It is asking for the list only. Let it be. my rate of interest. So let me give interest rate something. So I'm giving here that some 10% it is there. So years, how many years? Let me take 3 years on. Now you have to calculate the total interest. So let me give total only column name. So what I want to take your total amount multiply with your interest rate multiply with your total years. Fine. Now let me go print it by using total. Perfect. No errors. Fine. Let me go and check it. So this is how your total interest by using this one. Your 10,000 becomes 30,000. So because of the rate of interest 10% for the 3 years. So it is obviously 38,000. Let's see the next one. So next one, temperature check. This one is important. So let me take this one. So this is not that important. Let me check it out. The same thing temperature I'm taking, something the temperature like this till the 45 degrees I'm taking from the 25 degrees onwards. So what I want to give condition over here that, so I want to give that some alert message. So how to give that alert message? That alert message, my temperature, whatever the variable, the temperature is, your temperature is greater than 40 degrees. That will be the highest temperature that you can give high temperature alert message. So let me check. Temperature something np dot array, you can take here that list something 20 temperature, 25 temperature, 27 temperature, 28 temperature, 30 temperature, 35 temperature, 38 temperature, 40, 42 or 45 or 50 something I'm giving like this. A simple thing what you do here that you have to take that one variable, that temperature calculation. So let me give alert message. Alert message is equal to what I want from your temperature, that is capital letter. So I want to take my temperature is greater than 40 degree or 35 degree. You can give 35 degrees also too much temperature. Now let me go print off here. Today is highest temperature. So we are going to see the temperature in this one, something you print over here that. So you just give that alert message. Now let me try to execute it. Structure. Error. Let me make it the list. Now let me check it out. Still something alert message only I'm taking. Then what is missing over here? That the list which is not required over here. That let me take remove the tuple. Fine, you will get that alert message. This is the temperature, highest temperature in this month. Something like this alert message only you can submit. Then what else is there? So discount additional group. Here it is. Discount price only calculate. The same thing only. Earlier we have taken that the interest rate. The same thing we are going to calculate the discount price. So you are giving the sum list. So from that list you are going to provide the 10% discount, 20% discount, 30% discount, something like this. and your final price will be how it is going to calculate your price minus your discount price. So after your discount price, your final price will come. So what I'm doing, my price, whatever the price that is there. So I'm going to create the discount, total discount from this price minus, it is going to give you final output. So nothing bigger, you just go use this one. So normal message that is, so clothes, something clothes we give. So np dot your array, from this array my clothes is 2000 or 4000 or 5000, something like this. I want to go for the discount. The discount would be my total clothes price. So discount, let me give 20% or 25% discount. So total price, total what I do, my clothes price minus, let me give price. Let me try it out in this way, whether it will give you the perfect answer or not. So discount, fine. So in that way we can't able to get it answer. Fine. Now go on print the total. So you will get the total. Total amount has to pay this much. You can write message also. So this is the total amount after minus. Otherwise, what you do, just to remove this one, at the end you can write close. So now you can remove that negative values. Perfect. So next you will observe here that decimal values, I want to use the three things. One is the truncate. If you want to remove that decimal values, so directly you can use, instead of the using the array, you can use the truncate, or you can use the fix, or you can use the round, how many that you want. Just observe here that no need to use the array in the list. So what I want, decimal I'm giving here np dot, I'm giving here the something fix. So here the something decimal number I'm taking. Okay, fine. Now let me go print over this directly. I will get that one. So your decimal, go and execute it, you will get it that one. So without decimals, so you'll get the values only. So instead of here that you can use the round function. Round function we require the decimals out. So instead of that, what is that keyword, truncate keyword, you just use decimal, something we have to give that round function. Truncate you might know. So this is how you get that. So now observe here that final one. So the round function that you have to provide that only the two things. So for example, you provide that one decimal. So you have to, assign that how many decimals that you want. You want 2 decimal, 3 decimal, like that. So what you do here, the same thing only. So let me give 2 decimal that I want. Now I'm using here that word function. What is the round? Now observe. So only 2 decimals that are there, it is going to give that one. For example, here I'm giving the 1 decimal. Just go observe. You'll get that 1 decimal that is there. Wait. So let me rewrite it. Round function, what it is asking for the insight. So let me give something decimal number, something like this. So let me give something 2 only. Okay, fine. Now perfect. Now go and execute. You'll get only the 2 decimal. So if you want to give the 3 decimals, you can get the 3 decimals over here. So this is up. So from by this, let me take some trigonometrical sign. So I want to use that cosine and this one and sine and cosine. Let's observe here the trigonometrical operations. So we are going to do the MATLAB libraries tomorrow. So tomorrow will be the last session. So MATLAB libraries we will try to do it the some visualization by using this one Python. So just we have to import this one install this one the same manner whatever the NumPy we are installed. So I will show you that one tomorrow. But for now you just understand MATLAB library we are going to take it. So import matplotlib library dot py plot. So as you can give alias name whatever that you want. So now what I'm taking here that so I want to see the some visualization by using this one. So I'm just using the from the NumPy. So I want to take that line space that I want to take. So this is the one keyword that you used to use. So this is the something formula to get out that sign or anything trigonometrical operations 0. So 2 multiply with the NPy dot py. So comma 100 something number I'm giving. So you can give anything. So the y axis that I am taking here that so NumPy alias name. So tan of x whatever the x that you take over here that. Then so here you need visualization. For that matter we are going to use that matplotlib library only. So my whatever the alias name that I have taken here that plot. So just to give here that the whatever the type of the chart that you want. For example, you want bar, you can give here the bar. So here the line chart that we require to show this the sign sign value. So we just give that that matplotlib library plot x comma y whatever the x value that is there and the y value whatever you are giving that input tan or sin or cos or something. So finally you just give that whatever the alias name for the matplotlib library that show. So just this formula only required to remember. So this one thing you just do. So line space. So even I can't able to recall it. So let me copy from here and let me take the same thing over here. That we just do the same thing over there. So this is I will show you how to install it. The same thing. Go to the here 3 dots. So go here setting. So the same thing Python interpreter. Go to the plus symbol. So here you just type matplotlib library. Matplotlib. So just like this, it is going to come here. So this module, click on it, then go on, click on install. So I already installed, you just click on it. Then after it is installed, it will show you the successful install. Then click on close. Then you will check here the in the list matplotlib library is there or not. Here it is there. So for you laptops also you can see. Then click on OK. So after that only you can use it matplotlib library. For now, just observe only. So we will discuss the matplotlib libraries tomorrow. So now something you are giving, I told you this one. So you have to give start value is the 0, your number, end with the 100 something you have to take. So here the 2 multiply with the NP, you can take the pi. So in the y-axis, I'm going to take that whatever that value that I want. For example, here I want to sign value. So you can give sign value that you want to find out. Your matplotlib, you can take that x comma y. Both are only using to visualize. So that visualize, you have to use that whatever the matplotlib library alias name to show. The simple thing. You just go and execute it. This one only try to practice it. Just observe. This is how you get it figure. The sign value. So we will check it out how to provide the legend, different names and all. So tomorrow. So this is how you simply have to do. So if you want any, costs, just go and click on it. So stop and run it. We will check it. So this is your costs. So pictographical analysis only. So if you want to give tan, so you can give tan. You can use that all trigonometrical operations. So this is how it looks. Fine. So like this visualization we will do tomorrow. So one more, that last one also something related to that. So next one, In this case, we are adding the legends and values. Here also the same thing we are doing. So let me take this into these are all the somewhat real time one. So let me take this directly copy. So because of the some of the things I can't able to recall it, so that's why. So I wasting. So what I am doing here that let me remove the unnecessary things. Okay, fine. Observe here that I am taking two things, NumPy and Matplotlib library. And what I do, the same thing I am using the this formula. So line space and using this one and the sign value I am taking. So what I am doing here that my plot library, I just wanted to take the x comma y earlier. So now what I want to use, I want to provide the label. So I am taking here the sign x. So this is the label that I want to see in the x axis. The color I want to see in the blue color. Then after that my x-axis I'm going to give that. So I want to give some name. So that name for the x-axis I want to give, that label is the x value. And the y-axis also I want to give some name, that label is the sign values. So now observe here that in the final, so title I want to give sine wave using the NumPy. So all this we will discuss tomorrow. So for now, just understand, just to play the same thing on your laptops today. So just observe. I'm giving the grid true only. So grid length that is there. So the legends that I want. So just observe here after the execution. So this is all. Grid lines will come. Your syntax is coming. Title is also coming. Here the title also coming. Here the title also coming. The color is this is the blue I have given. So for example, here the color you can change it. The whatever the color that you want. So for example, you want red. So you just execute it. Tomorrow we'll check it. So red color it is going to change. So these are all we can check it tomorrow.